Well, good morning once again. We're back out here. A while ago I was doing a few things and we tuned back in, and we're out here in the garden. Been out here picking okra, and I just looked right here, called myself picking okra, and here's a pod right here. Here's another pod right here. Miss Libby this morning is in the house putting up tomatoes. You can see right here that I've already picked the okra once, went down both sides, thought I got it all. Look right here. It is so easy to miss this stuff. And while I was picking, kind of reminded me that it's like life. You know, we go through life and we look in here like I thought I had picked all this and looked on the other side. And sometimes we just miss the joy the good Lord's given us. We just look right over the top of it. Like, here's another one. I guess I need to take me another class in picking, don't I? There's another one right there. But Miss Libby is going to be going to Mississippi this weekend. I think she's going to be visiting family, and she wants to carry some pickled okra. Picked it yesterday, but a lot of the pods was bigger than this. I showed you in the one video that when they get that big right there, you can see a smaller one in my hand. When they get that big, they get coarse and they're hard to do anything with. She likes the smaller ones to pickle, and there's some more up in here. But we're going to have to be tidying up the garden today. You can see down through the row here, it's time for all this to come up. I was hoping some of my squash would come back, but it didn't right here. You can see behind us right here, got you in the sun here. You can see the corn, she's coming along good. Look right here, I got the honeybees in here buzzing. We got corn right here. It's gonna probably, it gets bigger every day. Looks like about another week or so, and we're gonna have corn. We'll bring you back out here when we get ready to start harvesting our corn. Let you see what we're gonna get. Take a walk around here. You can see where the wind, some of it stood back up and some of it didn't. Our potatoes has not come up yet. Our watermelon plant's coming along good, but this is a view from the other side without the sun being in your face right here. You can see how many ears we got forming right here, over there, over there, over there. I mean, it looks bountiful. I hope so. But sometimes it's like people. On the outside, you know, it may look bountiful, but you look on the inside there and it can be empty. I hope not. I'm hoping we get a good harvest out of the inside. I'm going to swing you around here and look at our potatoes. Potatoes, for some reason or other, but sometimes it takes a little while for them to come up. The trusty watermelon plant there, I killed all the rest of them by mistake. It's coming along. Take you down here and look at the pumpkins. They're coming along right here. And our sweet potatoes, say I've got to run a tiller down through here. This today has got to be ketchup day. And I don't know if you can notice out there on part of the pasture, you see the yellow, brown, and green. Well, what happened is, across the street over there, someone went to spraying. You never know who it is. You don't know if it's the owner or they've hired a company, what's going on. But you can see, oops, lost you there, here going up to the yard there, that how much difference it is. I don't know what happened this end, but we got an overspray. And if you come down here and look, I'm going to show you what happened on our overspray. You can see right here where it hit some of the, get you over here, where it hit some of the beans, peas. Look right here where it hit the tomatoes. I guess they were a lot more susceptible to it. But you can see where they, one of me and the neighbors looking at, we thought we had a worm the first day. I thought, oh, it's just a worm, whatever, it ain't gonna be no big deal. The overspray got, because about 4 or 5 days ago, the pasture out there was, I mean, it was yellow. Part of the front yard was yellow, you could really tell it. But then you look over here at this tomato plant right here, it got it also. Here, look, see the peppers? The peppers was my first sign that we got the overspray. You can see all the yellow. You can see the turning up of the pepper. It's starting to, it won't get no bigger than that. It's going to turn up. But it went down the row a little bit. You can see right here where it went down the row a little bit. But on that note, I wanted to show you the difference here. I showed you the other day when we harvest the tomatoes and stuff. I laid them out on the table and I showed you different ones, what they were. And I may add that video into this one so you can see it. But you can see right here, these first plants right here, these are supposed to be Better Boys on that side right there, all the way down. Matter of fact, all the way down, it's supposed to be 10 Better Boy plants. We bought 5 and then we turned around and bought 5 more. These right here, you can see the difference in the plant right here and the difference in the plant over there. Look how much taller they are. And the tomatoes are like twice the size from here. You can see right there, you can see up in there, the size of those tomatoes versus coming down here to these 5. Look at these 5 right here. Yeah, huge difference. When my neighbor was down here the other day, and his name would be Tater, I think I told you before, give you a shot of the sky again, I'm good at that. Been knowing Tater for about 23 years. And he walked up and he plants an Early Girl and a Jet Star. My wife loves them. They're smaller tomato, real juicy, real red. And he looked at these right here and said, well, Barry, that's a, I don't know, he called it a Jet Star or an Early Girl. I said, no, I said, I bought these right here. And he said, and I got the tag right down here. Bring you down here and show you the tag. And we done it when we was planting them. And I nailed them to the pole right here. It says a Better Boy right there. And it shows the tomato itself. But you can see here how small they are. And you can see going down the row here. When these 5 hit the next 5, you can see. Apparently they must have got mislabeled. I don't know, you know. And these here are, let me get you, got you shooting at the sky again. And these here are the German Johnson. They are just now starting to come in. We got a big rain the other day, pushed everything over. I had these over here held up pretty good. I've got to get back there and hold it up. One of our subscribers, you did mention using cattle fencing. I believe next year I will. And if not, I will get out here early. I will get out here early and get my forming up. I like the method I got over here, but it needs to be all the way down. And my neighbor also told me that I planted it about 24 inches apart, where you can plainly see it's hard to get up in here and pick. So they actually need to be about 36 inches apart, or maybe just a little further. Because I'm having to get on the ground. Like the other day, they had to be harvested. It was, let me show you down here in the row. We still got water right there. I was sliding through mud, trying to get them out. And that's the way it is. When it's time for them to come out, you can't leave them on the vine. They got to come out. So next year, I will do a little different than what I did this year. I did different this year than what I done last year. I thought it was going to be a big difference, and which it was, but not big enough, okay? So all you fellows and young ladies out there that's gardening, if you're just starting, this is a tip right here. Make sure you got plenty of distance in between your tomatoes right here, or it's going to be difficult. Like right now, I know, and some of the birds, well, I think it's mice, you can see down in there, we got some ripe ones, but I got one down here. I seen one a while ago walking through. We got some itsy bitsy critters that's gnawing on them, eating half of the tomato, but they're mainly getting the, man, I'm shooting, this is a different stick than I normally use. I'm shooting you at the sky, but it is pretty this morning. Yeah, I always thank the good Lord for that too. But over here on the other row, I think I showed you one the other day. The mice or something that's got underneath there and they're gnawing on it. I don't know if it's a bird, but they're not eating up on the top ones, you know. And you can see right here on my Whopper tomatoes, yeah, it's a southern thing, they got a little bit of spray on them. I'm thinking overall everything got a little bit of it, but the end down there was the worst. And trying to see if I can find that one tomato right there. They done knocked it off right there. They done gnawed on it, pecked it out, gnawed it out, but you can see those up there are getting ripe. These right down here we're looking at now is a what is it? A Parks Whopper is the name of it. And they're producing a pretty good sized tomato. Let me carry you over here and show you it. The flavor of them, I hadn't really eaten any of these yet. But you can see right down there, that's a Parks Whopper right there. You can see the size of them right there. And here is our name tag right here, Parks Whopper. Hope you can see that. And then over here, what we were just looking at on the other side is a red brandy wine. It looks like it's going to be a good tomato. I don't think we've really got a chance to eat any of them yet. And the very end down there is a German Johnson, and my neighbor told me that it was not a red tomato, that it was what they call a pink tomato. So far, the way that they look, the size looks good on them, but when you pick them, they don't have that deep red look, they have a pink look. I just really don't care for that. And the next thing is on your tomatoes, has a lot to do if you're going to can them and put them up, the different style you got. It's like my neighbor explained to me about the ones he picked, the core on them, where the little stem is. Those he plants, the Early Girl and the Jet Star, don't have a big stem in them, and they're easy to cut out and process. I've noticed on some of these here, like the Better Boy does have a bigger stem on them, but it produces a bigger tomato. The ones down there do. These here don't. Like I said, I don't know what they are. But those are just little tidbits to watch out for when you're buying your tomatoes. If you're going to buy them just to eat, you can buy the ones you want to slice up. You want a bigger one, it doesn't matter about the core. But if you're going to buy one that you want to can and put up, then you want to go ahead and get one that you can process. And as I learn more about it and everything, I'll let you know. And as you can see, down through here, we got a lot of cleaning up to do this morning. Still a little too wet, but we're going to get her cleaned up. And hopefully Miss Libby, like I said, she's in there putting up the tomatoes right now. And I was going to be helping her, but my ox is in the ditch today. I've got a garden over there, a smaller one that's got to be tilled. I got this that needs to be tilled. I've got to take a piece of equipment to, where is it? Somewhere in Mississippi, because Miss Libby's going to Mississippi tomorrow. So I got to take one down. I don't know, it's in South Haven. I think it's a little further down. Been trying to get it fixed for 2 years. That was, I think, the piece of equipment I told you about in the cleaning video. I don't think I've posted that yet. You gotta be careful on what you buy equipment-wise. Make sure you can get it serviced. But on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get started on something else, and we'll tune back in just in a little bit. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what we're doing with the okra. I didn't show you any of the cucumbers over here, but we picked them the other day, and she's in there picking them. Got some that need to be picked now, they're too big. But y'all stay tuned, and we're going to be back just in a little bit. But you know, we appreciate you watching. Appreciate you tuning in. It is hot out here this morning. So we'll see you just in a short.